Today, I will be ranking every Blox fruit in Blox fruits. Okay, so here are the tiers. Now, S tier means the best. A tier means very good. B tier means good. C tier means okay. D, trash means like don't even bother with this fruit. Okay, spoiler warning. Now, before I get to the spoiler warnings, I just want to say this is my opinion. You can disagree in the comments, but like don't get upset that your favorite fruit isn't trash. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. Barrier fruit. Barrier fruit. I mean, it's a fruit that exists. That's all. I mean, this fruit it's not that good for grinding, but for PvP, it can be really good. I mean, like, the barrier prison is pretty cool. I mean, it floats people in the air, which is cool. I mean, this fruit would be trash, but, like, since it can be pretty useful for PvP, I think it'll go in okay. Here we have Blizzard. Blizzard is actually really strong and annoying to deal with in PvP, but it's not the best fruit. I mean, like, it can be pretty good for grinding, but it's not the best fruit for PvP because, like, the moves can be annoying to hit. But this fruit's not top tier, but I think it goes here in A tier. Bomb fruit. I mean, it's alright. I mean, you you can do a lot of damage with it, and it can be pretty good for grinding. That's cool. But it's not really anything too special of a fruit. But one thing that's cool about this fruit is that if you're using the Z move and it's on a player, then they're not expecting it, you can snipe them because like they can't even see the yellow dot that's like growing. I like to use this fruit, but not much. I think this fruit goes here. Now, here we have Buddha fruit. Guys, this is the best fruit for grinding. Like, if you're struggling to grind on an island and NPCs are too far away, and if you need something to grind with, this is your fruit. I mean, all you need is to awaken the first move and use your M1 or sword to grind. That's all you need, which makes this fruit the best for grinding. Alright, looking pretty solid here. Here we have chop fruit. I mean, it's a fruit that exists. But, like, a cool thing about this fruit is that, like, if someone's using swords, they can't hit you, which is pretty cool. So, chop fruit would have to go in okay. It would be trash, but not necessarily. Now, here we have control fruit. I'm not a fan of this fruit. We're supposed to be getting a rework, and that's what the Blox fruits developers said, but like we still haven't got it yet. Like the fruit visuals are kind of stale, and like a cool thing about this fruit is definitely the V move. The animation just looks so cool. This fruit, it's not gonna go in trash, but a fun fruit to use if you like to destroy buildings. I'm gonna put in good. Now, here we have dark fruit. I don't like this fruit that much. I mean, like, you can do some stuns with it, but guess what? You have to awaken it in order to do some quick stuns. I have a big problem with this fruit is that the moves take forever. And that's my biggest problem with this fruit. I mean, this fruit is so boring to use. Like, all common fruits are just so boring to use. Now, I will put it in B tier. I mean, it's not the best fruit ever, but you can do some stunts with it and do combos. But I'm I don't use this fruit. The moves are kind of hard to hit and annoying to use. Diamond fruit, another fruit that exists, guys. That's cool. Diamond fruit. I'm just kidding. This fruit is hot garbage. I mean, it has move working blind players, but like it doesn't last long though. And it gives you defense, but this is just a bootleg Buddha fruit. So I'm just gonna put it here. I'm sorry, Diamond fans. Dough fruit. One of the best fruits in the game. This is the best fruit for PvP. And for like starters in the first sea, do not use this fruit. The unawakened version is absolute garbage. The moves don't do that much damage and they stun you. I mean, most fruits stun you, but this one is not that good for grinding. But that's only the unawakened version. Let's talk about the awakened version. The awakening version always has been strong. I mean, my favorite move on the awakened dough fruit has to be the C move, piercing clothesline. You can make some combos with it. I mean, this fruit is just so easy to use for PvP, and this fruit will have to go in the S tier. But Buddha is still better because it's better for grinding. Here we have dragon fruit, my favorite model in the game. But like, it's not that good for grinding. But guess what? It does make this fruit top tier because like it's so good for PvP and it has pretty far range. But do not use this fruit for grinding in the first sea. But guess what? It's still better than some other fruits on the list for grinding in the first sea. But this fruit will go on S tier because the rework. And I think this fruit has gotten a buff. It's much stronger and much easier to combo with. All you just need to do is have good aim. That's it. Then you'll snipe people. Did I also mention this fruit has a transformation? It's scary. I mean, it's annoying to fight. Probably one of the most annoying fruits to fight in the game. Buddha's pretty annoying to fight. Dough is pretty annoying to fight. Blizzard's pretty annoying to fight. But for now, I think it goes in S tier. I might change my mind, but not really. Falcon fruit. Whoa, guys! This fruit is so cool. It exists. Just kidding. It's not cool at all. I mean, the moves do very low damage and they're way too quick. I mean, the fruit is bad for grinding. For PvP, it can be pretty good, but like, I know a good user that know how to use this fruit, and that's Koopa Cool. Koopa Cool know how to use this fruit, and he's good with it somehow. But I'm sorry, Koopa Cool. This fruit's not great at all. I think it goes down here. Flame fruit. Now, the flame fruit is really good for grinding. The damage is high. I recommend this in the first sea. It's pretty decent. But the awakening, oh my gosh! The awakening is great. I mean, all the moves do a lot of damage. All you just need to have is good aim. And the V move can combo and you can do a lot of damage, which is really good. Flame fruit won't be S tier, but it sure is going to go in A tier. But I'm not sure if it's better than Blizzard. Here we have Ghost Fruit. I don't really like this fruit all that much. I mean, it's not trash or okay, but like this fruit, even after like the rework, I still don't like it. I mean, you can grind with this fruit, but the moves take forever. I have that same problem as Dark Fruit, where the moves take forever. But this fruit still isn't that bad. I'm still gonna put it in B tier. I mean, the clones can help you grind, but not really anything too special. But like, one cool thing about it is that you get another life. Now, here we have Gravity. This is probably one of the most forgettable fruits in all of Blox fruits. I mean, the X move, you can stun with it, but it's going to be very hard to hit. The Gravity fruit is pretty mid for farming. I mean, like, for PvP, it's also not that good. I mean, like, you can stun, but you just have to have good accuracy. This fruit, not that good. Uh, this fruit would be trash, but just because you can stun with it, okay. Now, here we have Ice Fruit. I don't like this fruit that much. Now, people rank this fruit high for bounty hunting. It's a good fruit for grinding, but for bounty hunting, I wouldn't say it's the best ever. It's pretty mid for bounty hunting, in my opinion. A lot of people are gonna get mad, but like the reason why I don't think it's that good for bounty hunting is that most players will always air camp you no matter what, and you can't use your moves in the air while using this fruit. I still do think this fruit's fine, but it's not that good. I still do think this fruit deserves a B tier. Now, here we have Kitsune fruit. This is the best fruit in the game. Do I really have to explain it? No. It's actually really good. I mean, grinding, good. PvP, the best. Now, I'm going to put this fruit in S tier. It's the best fruit in all of Blox fruits. This is the most expensive fruit in the game. Here we have leopard fruit. Now, a lot of people are going to get mad, but, like, leopard fruit's not that good. It's not my favorite. The moves look really plain and generic, and, like, they do too much knockback. I mean, it's still a really good fruit for, like, PvP. That's about it. But, Dough is better. But this fruit, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This fruit has to go in B tier. A lot of people are gonna get mad, but I don't really like this fruit that much. It used to be really overpowered when it came out, but when T-Rex and Kitsune and like other fruits came out, it just like fell behind. But like I won't rank it lower though. Here we have light fruit. Now, light fruit's really good. It's actually really, really good for grinding and pretty good for PvP. But in the first sea, this is probably the best fruit for grinding in the first sea. If you have enough Robux for it, buy it permanent because like you're gonna be wanting to look for a fruit for grinding in the first sea. I mean, you get a sword, just like the ice fruit. I forgot to mention, but like this fruit is actually really good for like grinding. In the second sea, it's still really good, and it has an awakening. The awakening makes it a lot stronger and easier to combo with. This can be a bounty hunting fruit, but sometimes the moves can be hard to hit, but that won't really affect its rating that much. And this is why it goes in very good A tier. Here we have love fruit. This fruit's fine, I guess, but like the moves, like they don't really do a lot of damage. I mean, for PvP, it can be really good because like they'll have some hearts on their screen and it'll like shake their screen and it can be annoying. And it has a besto friendo where it sums in a NPC, it sums in a random friend you have and they'll help you grind and help you get mastery on your sword. So this fruit will go in good B tier. Now, here we have magma fruit. Oh boy, this is a good fruit for grinding. Not better than light, but guess what? The awakening has to be one of the strongest awakenings in the game. Well, it did get nerfed one time, but like even after the small nerf, it's still really good for grinding. Like for the third C, it's really good. Second C, really good. First C, for grinding, it's okay. But overall, this fruit deserves an A tier. Mammoth fruit. Oh boy, this is gonna be a hard one. Mammoth fruit's not that good for grinding at all. I mean, they do too much knockback. I mean, like, for the first seed, I don't recommend this fruit. But for PvP, it can be really scary. But for PvP, one flaw that I have with it is the moves are slow and they can be easy to dodge. But this fruit is gonna go in the B tier. Now, here we have pain fruit. I mean, it's a fruit that exists, right? This fruit isn't even that good. Like, it used to be called the paw fruit, but like they changed the name and the model and changed the moves names. That's all. Nothing special at all. I was really disappointed with update 20. Now, back on topic, the pain fruit's really bad for grinding, but it can be really good for bounty hunting. I mean, the torture moves do a lot of damage. Like, it's so good, but it's just like a bootleg T-Rex. I'll get to that later, but pain fruit, this fruit would be trash, but since it's good for bounty hunting, I'm gonna put it okay. There we go. Now, here we have the phoenix fruit. Now, the phoenix fruit, not that good for grinding at all. I mean, the reason why is because if you're in the first sea and you get this fruit permanently, then it's going to be a hard time because you only have two moves. And they're both kick moves. And they do very low damage. This fruit can heal and it has an awakening, thankfully. But, like, this fruit's still really not that special. I mean, it can be annoying in PvP, but like it's not really anything too special of a fruit. So I'm just gonna put it here. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Phoenix fans. Okay, portal fruit. This is such a good fruit for grinding. Well, not necessarily. Well, sort of good for grinding, but no. But anyways, this fruit is actually really good because it's the best fruit for traveling. Like, if you're tired of traveling, and if you have enough Robux to buy permanent portal, get it. This is a must-have permanent fruit. Like, if you don't have portal, then, like, you're just gonna have to use a fast boat. But like Fast Boats is a pretty decent game pass, but too bad they removed it on update 20. But like Portal, not only it's good for traveling, it's also really good for PvP because the combos, and it can be good for grinding if you use the swords or fighting style. And it also has a V move where it sucks a player in a dimension, and you can combo, which makes this fruit really good. You can go invisible, really good for running away players that you don't want to fight. This fruit is just overall really good. This fruit gets an A tier. Quake fruit. Quake fruit, I love the model, but like this fruit's not that good for grinding because the moves do too much knockback. Just like Mammoth and Dark, where the moves do a lot of knockback. But like this fruit does probably the most knockback out of all of the fruits on this list. It's just so bad for grinding. I mean, for PvP it's really good, but it has an awakening. It doesn't make the fruit any better for grinding. They still do the same old knockback. Now, for PvP it can be really good. Like, really good for PvP. I mean, you can combo and do a lot of damage. I'm gonna put this fruit in C tier. Okay? Okay. Rocket fruit. I'm just gonna say this right now, just because, like, it has good moves and much better for grinding, I won't put it at the bottom. I'm gonna put rocket fruit here. Because, like, sometimes it can be good for grinding in the first C. The moves don't really do that much damage, but, like, come on, it's the first fruit in Blox fruit. It was originally called Kilo. We missed the old Kilo fruit, do we? I should have never put it in trash. But back on topic, this fruit's fine. Here we have rubber fruit. I don't like rubber. I mean, two cool things about it is that, like, if a rubber user tries to kill you, I mean, they will not hit because electric can't affect rubber. But even if they're using a pole V1 or V2, like, this fruit is the ultimate counter of rumble, which is next to rubber. But this fruit can be really good for escaping fights, but Portal's better though. Okay? I'm gonna put it here. Rumble fruit. This is a really good fruit for grinding. And for PvP, it's also really good. But one major downfall, like I just said a few seconds ago, you can't attack a rubber user with this fruit. But this fruit's still really good. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Like, I can understand why people love this fruit for bounty hunting because of the ultimate stuns. The stuns are insane. Stuns are amazing in Blox fruits. I mean, how can you kill someone easily without stuns? Okay, sand fruit. Sand fruit, look, it's really good, but the awakening makes it stronger. The unawakened version's fine. It's just not that great for grinding. But the awakening, oh my god! I've killed so many players with this fruit, with the awakening. The awakening is so strong. I mean, it does a lot of damage. I mean, the X move stuns and takes a while for the player to get out, which gives you a chance to combo. what I use for this fruit is the X move, the C move, the V move, and another combo I use is the X move, the C move, and God Human. Do I even have to explain this fruit? But it's still not S tier though. But still, this fruit's going in A tier. Okay, next up we got Shadow Fruit. I'm just gonna say this right now. Shadow's not that great for farming. I mean, the moves don't really do that much damage, and the V move really good. This fruit can be really good for PvP if you know how to use it, but the moves can be hard to hit. But this fruit's still really good. You can bounty hunt with this fruit though, but I'm gonna put it here though. Here we have smoke fruit. Smoke fruit. I'm just gonna say this right now. This is probably the best common fruit because it's so good for farming. All you just have to do is use the F move on enemies. That's all. And you can use the other moves too. But if you know how to use this fruit for PvP, you can absolutely destroy someone with this one. Smoke fruit, it's not like B, A, or S, but I'm gonna put it here. But I may change my opinion later. But let's find a place here. Here we have sound fruit. Sound fruit, really good for grinding, but I just don't use this fruit that often because I feel like there's more better fruits to use than this one. But still, this fruit's really good because the C move, because you can try to stun them and they'll move slowly and it can easily break instinct. It has a lot of range and it also has a tempo meter. The tempo meter is also quite good, but guess what? You'll have a lot more damage. And you can easily defeat players with this fruit. Won't be A tier, but I'm going to put it in B tier. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad at saying leopard is OP, but it's just my opinion. Spider fruit. Spider fruit's not that great for farming because the moves are small, don't do that much damage, and they're way too quick. But it does have an awakening, and the awakening makes it 10 times better because, for PvP, it's really good. But the awakening's not that good for grinding still because the moves don't really do that much damage. But it has that same problem as Dark. But better than Dark because for PvP, you can stun players and the moves have a lot of range. Really good range. Spider won't be A or S tier. I'm going to put them in. Where do I put it in B? I think I'm going to have to put it here. That's a good spot. Spike fruit. I don't like this fruit that much at all. I mean, it's trash. Trash for grinding. PvP trash. And it's just not that good for grinding. Not my fruit to use. I'm going to put Spike in F tier. Okay. So, here we have Spin fruit. I mean, it's the second fruit in the game, but you can create some really cool combos with it. And the moves look cool, I guess. For PvP, it can be good if you know how to use it. But overall, this fruit, all of these common fruits, they're so boring to use. Weak fruits are always boring to use, but luckily it won't affect the fruit's rating. But it won't go in B, A, or S. I'm going to put it here. Spirit fruit. Spirit fruit, really good for grinding. I mean, you can stun and summon, creatures that can kill NPCs that do a lot of damage, and it can help you farm. The moves are also really overpowered because, like, the X move on Spirit, probably the best one because it does a lot of damage. This fruit, I don't recommend it in the first seed because it has high mastery, but luckily it won't affect the fruit's rating. I say S tier. I don't even care what anybody says, and don't you dare try to disagree and leave me a comment to lower the fruit's rating. I mean, you can disagree, but just don't leave me a comment. Hey, Spirit's not S tier. In a rude way. Here we have spring fruit. This fruit exists. And does anybody remember it? No, not really. But this fruit sucks. That's all I know. The only good thing about it is the F move if you're using it on a second seed bridge. That's pretty cool. But this fruit overall is trash. Like, get down there. I hate this fruit more than any other fruit in Blox fruits. Here we have T-Rex fruit. T-Rex fruit is really good because, like, the move's done. And if you combined it with the gravity cane, this fruit's really OP. You can create some crazy combos with it. Like, I use gravity cane Z move. I use God Human Z move. I use T-Rex X move, C move, T-Rex F move, and Z move. Boom, that's your combo. This fruit is overall really good for grinding and PvP. And it has a transformation. And the transformation, it's really good. OP. And guess what? If you attack someone with this fruit while they're in the transformation, a T-Rex logo will appear on the top of the player and will start doing damage if you walk far away from them. They'll do more damage. And that's called a tick damage. That's called tick damage. Tick damage is where it does extra damage. This fruit, I think I'm going to have to put it in A, very good. I might even put it in S tier. Yeah, I think this fruit deserves S. Really good for grinding. Here we have venom fruit. Now, venom fruit is actually really good for grinding because the poison damage, it does a lot of damage. I mean, it has a transformation also. And it does a lot more damage and really annoying to fight. Probably one of the most annoying fruits to fight in the entire Blox Fruit universe. I say S tier. Okay. The Blox Fruits tier list is done, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I rated all these fruits. And I think the tier list looks pretty cool. Let me just change that. It looks a lot better. And I know some people might think Leopard deserves S tier, but it's just my opinion, guys. Now, Blox Fruit has a great variety of fruits. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my last one because then you'll see how things changed. Okay? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite fruit in Blox Fruits. Bye!